Hey guys, welcome to a new segment called Rapid Fire. We got 5 questions about the Knicks in this hat. Nobody knows what they are or what they'll get. And you just pick a question and you got a minute to answer it. So let me go first. The question is, what lineup changes could be on the way? Good question. Well, Fizz recently mentioned that we're going to see Frank back in the lineup. So I expect that. And surprised he said that, but I want to see what Frank 2.0 is all about and give him another chance. I do think we're going to see Damian Dotson back in the starting lineup. He's been playing really well. He's giving you really solid minutes and doing the best he has in his career. I do see FIZDALE moving out of the starting lineup because in this little short experiment, he hasn't been doing that well. I think Fizz, like I do, appreciate his aggression and the fact that he is kind of fearless, but I think he's out of his way out of the starting lineup. And other than that, those are the changes that I expect to see in the near future. But Fizz said he would kind of materialize his lineups 25 games in. That's where we are so far. Nothing's set in stone though. So that's what I see in the coming future. So that's my rapid fire question. On to the next one.
Oh, hey there. I got this going on. Let's see.
What you got?
What's Frank Ntilikina's role in the rotation? I truly think his role in the rotation, honestly, should become more of a closer. I truly think we, a lot of times, have so many close point games that he should just be in there defending, closing games, closing that out. Fizz even mentioned the fact that potentially he should have actually made a rotation change and he should have potentially put Frank back in the most recent game. So that's really more so what I see. Potentially get him in early in the game just to get into a little bit of rhythm. Other than that, finally more so close it out for defensive purposes.
How will the Knicks resolve Alonzo Trias' contract situation? Shout out to our boy Mike Vorkunov from The Athletic. He clarifies this. And let me say, the Knicks could convert Trias' deal to a standard NBA contract without his consent, but that would make him a restricted free agent at the end of the season. If they negotiate a contract with him, they are limited to a league minimum offer for just 2 years because they're over the salary cap. Go figure. The Knicks still have their biannual exception available worth $3.4 million per season, or they could dip into their mid-level exception. So it's going to be interesting, guys. So they can't necessarily sign him to a 3-year that I predicted with Pete. I went to the future, came back, and realized it's only a 2. So my prediction is going to be that they sign him to a mid-level exception. Peace, guys. Hopefully that clears it up.
Remember, it's 15 seconds.
Who's the real Emmanuel Mudiay? Good one. Okay. Who's the real Emmanuel Mudiay? That's a good question. I don't think I've known that answer since he's gotten to the NBA. He hasn't been part of any team where he has had a particular role. Actually, I said it well today. I said he wasn't hired for a particular role. He was hired as a role player. So to me, that means that he's able to produce, he's able to be efficient. But for me, it's kind of like, okay, he could do this for every other team. What can he do specifically for the Knicks and for the players that are around him? Now, when KP comes back and hopefully Knox gets better and finally starts producing even more than he has, I think Emmanuel Mudiay will thrive with his assist game, being one of the best passers on the team. But other than that, I just think that, you know, this may be his plateau. He might not be able to improve as much. And even though he is producing a lot, it just doesn't seem like there's that much of a difference or a push or this crazy energy in the game. So the real Emmanuel Mudiay for me is just a consistent role player. I don't think he's going to be hired for a particular role. That's all I got to say.
All right, rapid fire. Last question in the hat. What do we got? What improvements does Kevin Knox need to make? For this season, I mean, shooting percentage is the obvious glaring one. The guy's shooting like 30-something% right now. That's not going to cut it for a lottery pick. I think the other thing, and he has been criticized about this since college, in a scouting report and everything, but it's that motor. We've all seen what he can do when he's playing at his peak, when he's pissed off, when the tabloids are writing about him. The dude went off. That's what he needs to do game in and game out. Until he figures that out, I don't think that things are going to work out too well for him this rookie season. But if he just concentrates on that shooting percentage and then from there focuses on just bringing it night in and night out and really hone in and light that fire under his own ass, I think he's going to be in good shape.